Welcome to Hobby Now. It is April 24th, 2024. I am your rogue hobby news daily reporter, ZiggyNo, reporting from an undisclosed location about the activities of the hobby. You guys did not like my card video I did this week. I thought that was really clever. About 15 people watched it. It's okay. Don't worry. Thanks for being here tonight. I hope you appreciate the podcast. Podcasting out across all podcasting platforms. Leave a like below if you've been listening to the podcast. Tonight's topics, we're going to talk about Repacks and Neo. We're going to talk about vintage sports card dude is just going completely freaking nuts. The FBI card claiming repack scammers. We're going to talk about Mr. Minty, and I want to shout out to Mr. Minty in the future. In the future, I want to cheer to Mr. Minty. Bobble's ball card update. Eric rant. We're going to talk about that and the Tom Brady Jordan signings. We're going to tie this all together, put a bow on it. I'm going to close by talking a little bit about Tops Now draft autos tomorrow night and what I'm doing and why you should be paying attention and what I am in the hobby. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for being here. Okay, I don't have the time to really take many breaks. I'm already behind schedule and I'm hoping to get this out tonight. So let's just jump right into it. Vintage sports card dude has gone fucking nuts. I'm talking about the old man who does the dancing, get up, stand up. I really like his show. He went a little crazy the other day. He's definitely against Kurt. When Kurt got banned, he was all like, yeah, we're gonna get these juicers out of the hobby, man. We're gonna grow this thing, man. He's like all ranting. And then he tells me, I called the FBI. I'm like, great, man. Tell me more about it. And it goes in this very, 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 very vague story. And I'm just simply say this: I need more information. I think part of a story is a narrative you give. I can't imagine. I'll put it this way. He says he spoke to the FBI, and the FBI could charge this person with, I think it was fraud, or if PSA called them, they could charge him with fraud. I'm going to call cap. That means bullshit on that. Bullshit, complete bullshit. You're telling me that the FBI, my US tax dollars, are going to go out and investigate somebody complaining that a card was shined before they gave their grade or opinion on it. Just on the grade of the card, the condition of the card. And what I mean by that, this is not trimming cards we had going on. This isn't manipulating cards, shilling them in an auction. This isn't making fake cards and bringing them in. This is just one guy's demonstrate a tactic that he had to take a card, make it look better, and then submit it. So good was his tactic that the graders couldn't figure it out. So he gets in trouble for that. And now you think the FBI is going to investigate that? Whether they're going to come in with like a detective organization or set up like, I don't know, I like search parameters, scanners, and dude, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? No, no, I call cap. I call bullshit. I'd like to know more about it. I'll tell you this, you've gotten me intrigued, Mr. Sports Card Check, dude. You like the red Kool-Aid? I'm going to put on my board there, call FBI, 1-800 call FBI. And set up a time, talk to an agent about this more. Now, I'll be honest, this is my hobby. This is not my job. And I got so many things to do, but that would be kind of a fun one. I'd like to get him on the record, talk about it, say, hey, let's talk about the sports card world and what things that poke up on your crime scene and how could we as a hobby make it better. I could go on for an hour with the guy. And so I could see this being valuable, but I'm going to say I just don't trust the card check guy. And then vintage card check guy this week goes on an attack of Neo. Now, he says that Neo is card trimmer and card cleaner. Wow. Wow. I'll be honest. I've been an ass to Neo. I've been a watchdog of Neo's ass about every little thing he does sometimes. Well, not really every little thing, but you know what I'm saying. I have to say that I have a rapport with Neo, and I have never seen him trim a card or clean a card. In fact, I think he's one of the more upstanding good guys in the hobby. I think he's more realistic, more like most people in the hobby too, that see these gray lines of value in dollars and hey, it's worth sending a card back if it's damaged. He did that. I'm doing that. You see the parallel there. Um, I was shocked by this. And I thought to myself at first, I think this guy's just, punching up. He's doing a rant video because it gets you likes. And I'll be honest, I did the rant video about Sports Card Dad and got me a lot of likes and subscribers. And I'll be honest, the difference is I felt guilty afterwards. I want you to like and subscribe to my channel because it's fucking good, not because you listen to me rant about one chucklehead. Okay. And if this guy is using Neo to get that, I just don't feel good about it. And I also have to say that's wrong. Like I listened to his video tonight, and again, he goes on again about Neo and about Sports Card Dad and about stealing content. And I'm like, look, okay, there's a lot of content borrowing going on around here a lot of times. I think part of the good thing, though, is that we do bounce content off each other. I do share stories or share ideas with some of those guys. I shared more in the past than I do now. I've had a 2-3 year content conversation with the Neos and the sports card dads and the flipping Steves and Cage lawyers and who else? Just Jeremy Lee. I mean, I like to talk to people. So I think it's a little naive and arrogant of Sports Card Check to kind of make these allegations the way he does. Now, I will say he kind of wrapped this around here. He was talking about Neo, and Neo did a great video on repacks. And I have, if you know me, I've always been very anti-repacks. Now, what I like about Neo's videos, he's really showing the breakdown, the value, how much money he's made in repacks. He also talked about the gambling addiction. Like a few takeaways I'll have for this from this is, guys, when you bet $3,000 in a repack with this $20,000 ceiling and a $1,000 floor, it's really a $3,000 you've lost because you're not going to get that $1,000 back quickly. So take your time. That's not easy to get that. You don't get like $100 rebate you can go cash it out with, or $1,000 rebate, right? It's a card you get maybe in the mail several weeks later that's probably changing value. Repacks turn cash into cardboard. It's the biggest thing they do. And if you run, like I said, run the numbers, it's nothing good about it. Like if you think about the lazy person is way overpaid for opening the goddamn things. Like if you're going to do the repack, there shouldn't be the big payoff to the guy opening and mailing the shit. I mean, I know it takes time, but come on, dude. What are you charging $100 an hour for this stuff? Like I'm not even going to justify it. I hate repacks. Now Neo's doing a follow-up video, and I think what you're going to see more is that repacks are bad for the hobby. I mean, they are cancer. Now, I also confidence that they will go away. They've been here before. They will go away. They'll come back. They're never going to go totally away. It's just part of the nature. People become educated by it, and they get sick by it. It's kind of like a virus you get immune to after you've had the flu. So you've had the repack flu a little bit, you'll get over the repack flu. When that happens, though, is a concern. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I know the repack market is funding, is fueling my ability to sell cards into the market, right? I know that. Now, an interesting thing I want to talk about here. I want to talk about the Kurtz Card Care and Mr. Minty. So, and I'm gonna tie this into Bobbles and Ball Card. Bobbles Head did a video calling me out for not being a watchdog because I complained about my PSA 6. And I complained about the fact he, as an SGC grader, sent cards back because he said they were overgraded. Let me just say a couple things. If I send you cards, you get them graded and you send them back because they're overgraded, I would sue you. I'm gonna leave it at that. That's just an ass thing to do. It's Magic, it's Wizards. Who the fuck are you? You're not a Magic wizard. I had a PSA 6 that when I looked at the card looked great. I had it cracked out. I had it professionally reviewed by several people, including Mr. Minty. And I want to say this, Mr. Minty, I want to shout out and thank you for this because he's the one that convinced me I need to send this card back to Panini to get replaced. We will see the outcome of the card. I had every right to be upset that this card that I thought was at least a PSA 9 came back a PSA 6. No, PSA was not wrong. The manufacturer was wrong. PSA and my anger and my intelligence and my ingenuity and me talking to experts is what led me to make the decision I made. I didn't sit there and send it back and go, well, PSA, you made a mistake. You've got to fix this. No, I took what they gave it to me, researched it, got other people's opinion. I looked at, first of all, what I did is I looked at it myself and I saw it. And I'm like, shit, I can't believe this. Because I looked at it in the light and I saw it's very difficult to see. I'm not even going to spend time on it. It's also not closed yet. We're going to see how that closes. Bobbles Head. Bobbles on that Cousin Carlos show with his other friend, Eric. Eric the other day was ranting on about his friend. I guess his friend is the one who brought all this Brady stuff in. They got, molested by Tom Brady at this autograph signing. I want to talk about this for a quick second. So first, let me say that Michael Jordan did a signing for several investors, several people, pulled them together for a private signing. I want to say signed five things that are very valuable. I mean, they should probably put values of, let's say, $100,000 per item he signed. So probably $500,000 or more of value was created by him signing. No one has explained how much the signing was, what it took to get Michael Jordan there, what happened. I'll say this, though. That was a professional, smart decision that somebody decided to make. They got Michael Jordan. They probably paid a lot of money to get this done, but they took items. They had a conversation with him. It was very clear what he was doing, and they're going to make money off those items. Let me also say this, too. This is not a surprise. Look for more of this to happen. More people will find ways to get access to rich people to make money. If I was rich, if I had millions of dollars, that's what I would do. Why would I be buying Panini boxes of Flawless? I would just go straight to the horse's mouth and I get a private signings. I get specialized, customized memorabilia signed, and then I'd sell to you. Now, going back to the private signing thing Tom Brady did down in Florida with Eric's friends, First thing, my understanding, and listen to P. Ryan, which I think did a great job about this. This was not a signing only. This was an event. I think it was a 2-day event. There was a dinner, there was a meet and greet, there was a photo op with Brady. There was a lot of things, including your $3,600, including an autograph signing. Now, my understanding was you could buy multiple tickets, get multiple things signed, but I don't think Tom Brady ever expected it to be the signing fest that it was, where guys showed up there with, like I said, $500,000 worth of memorabilia, just drooling like greedy devils, in my opinion. And you might argue, say, "Oh no, these are real collectors. They love this stuff." Really? Then you should be upset that he touched it and he marked it. Be happy he was marked by the great Tom Brady. But you're more than upset marked because you can't get it authenticated, so you could resell it down the road. I mean, that's the brutal truth. Now, it's a screwed situation because I think Brady did the wrong thing, but I also think he was put in a bad situation because of greed. My point to bringing this story up is that look for more of this. You're going to see more people greedy chasing these autographs, whether it's Tom Brady or if it's Derek Jeter or whoever the hell it is, and it's going to increase their values and it's going to be pushed on to us, the collectors. I will also say this too: the most valuable auto, in my opinion, I think this is more important now, is the rookie year auto. It can only happen for 1 year. Tom Brady could do signing sessions for the next 50 years. Okay, so could Michael Jordan, but they only have 1 year that they're rookies. So if you get that card signed, autographed on that year on that card, and protected and certified, I think that is the best auto to have over time. That is my opinion only. But I will tell you, man, the auto market's gotten brutal. And I'll say to Eric's, I look forward to hearing Eric's friend's side of the story, but I don't feel as bad for him after listening to the P. Ryan story. So I encourage you to go listen to P. Ryan as well. Okay. Man, we've covered a lot right here. We'll go ahead here and take a quick break. I'm going to close this hobby now session out by talking about who I am. Now, I'm going to say it, over the 4 years I've been doing YouTube content. Yeah, we're coming about 4 years in May. I realize I am a sports card hunter, watchdog, investor. I'm not a collector. Now, there's things I collect, and there's cards that I have, and there's some that I've had for a long time, but none of them are like, I'm not as passionately a collector of them as I've seen other people, and I've met a lot of collectors, and I respect collectors, and I want to make this hobby better for everyone. I think it's a fun hobby. You can learn a lot in it. You can learn a lot about people. You can learn a lot about business. Um, you can make money, right? So right now, I'm really excited because I've spent, I would say, the last few years kind of tinkering and playing around and enjoying this as a hobby. And in 2024, I've really kind of focused and put this into more of a business. And I have a lot of cards at PSA. I've changed my buying habits, been more focused about what I'm spending money on. I'm having fun on little breaks on the side and buying retail packages, but I've also been doing some great targeted purchasing. And I'm super excited about the future. Going into the National, I'm looking forward to Fanatics Fest. I expect to get a VIP pass to Fanatics Fest here pretty soon. I'm excited about the draft. Like I think tomorrow the draft kind of signifies the first date. It's actually the quarter of the year will be over with the end of September, with the end of April. Think about that. Not a quarter, a third. A third of the year is already over. Baseball is in full swing. Basketball playoffs are going on. We're going to move into the actually in many ways the dead time this season. With the summer, we only have baseball and you have the national, but you have hype going, you have the trades going. WNBA is going to be exciting this year. I'm excited about product. When will they come out with WNBA products? Anyway, tomorrow night draft. I'm surprised no one else has talked about this. Those draft packs are going to be coming out tomorrow night. Now, last year you had a choice between Panini and a choice between Tops. And I remember I chose Tops, and the reason I chose Tops was because the way the two were advertised, Tops was you had to buy it that night. In fact, I'll be honest, I FOMO'd. Tops you had to buy that night, sold out, and Tops had the opportunity of getting from I think a 199, 99, 49, 10 once. You had a chance of a greater, better card. And you didn't know which quarterback you're gonna get. You didn't know if you're gonna get CJ, you're gonna get Bryce Young, or you're gonna get Will Mathis, Levis. Um, so that to me is why I bought one Topps card. Now this year I'd like to buy a lot more. I'm not gonna do that. Like I said, I'm focusing my spending. This is one of those things where it's more of I'm gonna say a risk than it is an investment. But I'm probably gonna do 2 or 3 packs. But I'm thinking again, that's if it's in the $200, $300 range. I think this year could be fun. I'm only gonna do tops. Anyway, last year Panini did this, and Panini had the CJ Stroud, they had the Bryce Young, and the Will. I think they did Will as well. And those this year are still worth a lot of money because those are the only truly licensed autographed those players had last year. This year it will be different. It will be different. Um, so I'm curious, what are you guys doing? Are you guys paying attention to this? I mean, I expect these things will sell out. I also hope that Topps does something different this year. I hope they change it up a little bit. I have to log in my account, check my Topps Now points, but I'm super excited for that. And then I'll be waiting for Bowman Sapphire. I'm not going to chase Bowman product. I don't like the paper. I can't stand the paper. I don't want to deal with the paper. Not even in breaks, I don't want to deal with paper. So I'll probably fade Bowman and just wait for Bowman Sapphire. And then in the summer, just kind of wait for some more basketball products like for Optic and Select, which I believe Select should be coming out here, I think in May. So I'll be strong. And I think it's a great opportunity. Like I still think you can make money on CJ and you make money on Wemby. I'm looking at my PSA orders. I've got 3 orders at PSA right now. I'm putting a fourth one in before the end of April. I think I will have about 50 Wemby cards at PSA. I should do a count on that. I'm curious how many I have there. I think about maybe more, maybe more. I'm just thinking about that 50. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. Hope you like this video tonight. I'm gonna go listen to what's that show called with the three guys? Three Stooges. I'm gonna go listen to Three Stooges. Like, comment, subscribe.